Hey, welcome to the Mitchell Podcast. Today, you're going to be tuning in with me and my wife as we bring you our insight about business, how we got started, and what brought us to becoming married and business owners. If you want to learn more, subscribe, like, share, and enjoy the journey. Welcome to the podcast, you guys. Today, you got Zebulon
and Marquisa Mitchell.
And we are a married couple that's been through a lot of business. And we're going to go over our journey with you all to get started. This is the first episode.
All right.
So
exciting.
Bear with us. We're going to be working on equipment, trying new things, figuring it out. So you all are on another journey as we talk about our previous journey.
Absolutely.
So kick it off for us.
All right. So I am Marquisa Mitchell, and I want to talk to you about our journey as a married couple. How did we meet?
So how did we meet?
Not only how did we meet, but other things, like working together.
I want to know how we met. Let's go over that. Let's talk about how we met. How did we meet?
Okay, well, let me ask you that question. I'm going to flip it. Okay, we reversed it. How did we meet?
Facebook. It was 2014. It was going into the fall like now, and we had that weather where you want to be cuddled up.
Yeah.
And I shot my shot, and
you did.
Scored.
And here we are.
A lot of people don't know this story. We've been together going on 10 years this month.
Yeah. That was an amazing time, though, to get to know each other at such a young age, grow through life together, and to see who you are today. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, see you grow too. So prior though, it was actually funny shooting that message and getting a response, because when she responded, she was like, I was like, hey, what you doing? I'm cooking my stepdad some pork chops. I'm like, okay, you cooking pork chops. Great. All right. And to me personally, I was like, this woman stays with her family. Because she kept saying she had her own place. And I'm like, okay, are you telling the truth or are you lying? Really didn't know. And when she said she was cooking, I'm like, okay, it sounds like somebody who live at home with their parents and their parents is making them cook. But long story short, you were telling the truth.
Yes, I was telling the truth. And then you also said, so you cooking it and you ain't eating none?
Yeah, you're not eating the pork chops?
I'm like, no, pork make my head hurt. I can't eat pork.
Yeah, I thought she was catfishing me at first. Then when I saw her, oh, she really is that beautiful. I thought she was catfishing. I promise. It seemed so weird. Don't know why I did it, but hey, 10 years later, we 4 kids in.
Yeah.
Bonus baby, 3 biological. It's been a journey.
Yes, it has been a beautiful journey. So that is our story as a couple about how we met.
So during that time, I guess, because before we get to business, I want to tell them the funny stuff that you don't like. How did we get to business? From 2014, when we first started dating, till 2018, we started business. So 4 years. Mm-hmm. What were you doing?
I was grinding and getting it.
Elaborate.
In different job opportunities.
How many jobs did you have?
I don't know. I don't know. I cannot elaborate on that. I probably could if I sat down and really thought about it and counted. However, I am a call center connoisseur. Okay, I can tell you about every call center in the city, of Memphis. I can even tell you some side gigs to do. I was like, you know how people can say they're a serial entrepreneur? Mm-hmm. I was a serial worker.
Yeah, she worked so many jobs. It used to piss me off because we had moved together. The crazy story, and let's just be transparent.
Look which time.
November is when we made it official, the 21st. So 21st of 2024 would be 10 years. We had moved together that January. That was our New Year's resolution. We're going to move together. I've never lived with a woman. That was my first time. And she was eager to do it. She's like, hey, I'll break my lease. Let's do it. I'm like, okay.
Well, no, I was only eager to break my lease because me and my roommate had split. And my lease was going to be up. So it was either I was going to be signing a new lease or...
But you still broke it. So she was already willing to go into debt for this new relationship. And me, I'm like, okay, hey,
And
let's do it. I mean, hey, I'm okay with it. I was ready for the journey. It was like, hey, I'll take the risk. Let's do it. And we did it. Had a lot of arguments,
we
a
did.
lot of fights.
We
A lot
did.
of family members I didn't know we had was involved. We had a lot of arguments. Like we weren't physically fighting, but we used to like wrestle. And then it'd be so crazy we'd make up like the next 2 days or less than a week we made up.
So I guess I need to take accountability for my part. I had a very short fuse.
Mm-hmm.
A very
What was it about?
one time it was about onions.
The food.
One time it was about food.
Yeah, we used to get to arguing about food.
No, because your personality and my personality can kind of clash because you have a very you can be intrusive. You're gonna go and get what you want because you grew up differently than what I did. So you had to be like that. Me, on the other hand, my childhood was so unbalanced to where I was alone more than I was with any of my other siblings. So I liked my alone time or my like, don't this is my food, you're not gonna touch it. End of discussion. I
That's
don't care
understood.
if I got enough to share, but I've changed, I've evolved. I will give you my last bite of something now. But
okay. I can agree with it.
You can agree with that. So it was a personality type difference. And then also he's very much so alpha female. Me alpha male. I'm an alpha female. Okay. All day.
Gotcha. So fast forward,
yes.
We get past that stage. We still have disagreements or arguments. That's gonna happen in a relationship. Like you're not arguing, got disagreements and drama. I don't think you really have a true love. Like it's gonna be some type of drama. Yeah. It's not gonna be a perfect fairy tale. Mm-hmm. Like even when I talk to guys now, and even women, they tell me, they say, well, like, hey, that's normal. As long as you all are not threatening to kill each other. Well, hey, hello. What? Somebody did say that you should be to the point you kill each other to say you love one another.
Oh no.
But we ain't gonna talk about him. That's presidential stuff.
I ain't that type of love.
But no, as long as you all are healthy arguments, and you can put your differences aside, come back to an agreement, go to the drawing board, say, hey, this is our ultimate goal. Like our ultimate goal to how we even got into business was this was coming with our second born, biological second born, so we got a bonus baby. When she was born, when she was born, right? It was when she was a baby, Zion.
When we decided to go into entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so
before she was being made.
Yeah, she was being made. So yeah, correct. Yeah, I'm my timeline is so out because it's been so much we did in a year. So yeah. Before Zion was being created, crafted, put into this world with her magnificent personality, we were going to the Bahamas, which we were planning on going soon. We were going to the Bahamas and we were sitting back contemplating on how we could start a business that can give us autonomy. Because my job, I had leave time. I was working. They gave me leave time to take off. That's what you get in corporate America. Your job, on the other hand, what they do to you?
They made me realize a lot of things. I'm going to go back a little bit. So we know that I was a job hopper. If I felt like I wasn't being valued, if my time was not being valued, if my expertise, my knowledge, I would leave. If the schedule did not work, I would leave. If anything did not work for Marquisa, I would leave. Okay, I know that's not right. I did not suggest anyone to do that. However, I decided that when I got this particular job, I was going to stay there because it was an easy job. The pay wasn't that bad. My hours was the con in all of that, and the schedule was the con. So the schedule would be made out, and you don't know what shift you're working. And as a mother, you cannot go back and forth with that because your child's schedule is what it is. And not only that, we had Gabriel at that time. I'm like, no, we gotta get this together because I can't expect Zeb to just up and leave his job to get a better shift or whatever because his schedule was basically set.
And I made more money.
Yes, you did. So I couldn't expect that out of him. He did make way more money. So anyway, I put in to go on a vacation with a friend girl. That's how it started, remember? That vacation time was not taken because my passport did not arrive. So long story short, I said, well, if those dates got approved, now my passport is here. You decided to take me to the Bahamas since I couldn't go. So I'm like, okay, I get to go to the Bahamas. I'm making plans, looking at outfits. My time off request was denied. And so I'm confused. I'm baffled. I go into the office. I'm like, okay, Jane Doe, that's what I'm gonna call her. My time off request was denied. Can you elaborate? Can you tell me why? Because it's the same amount of time, just different dates.
Mm-hmm.
I was basically told in that conversation that I was disposable in that job capacity. Basically, all the positive things I loved about the job really didn't matter because I could quit today and be replaced tomorrow. I was not valued. My time was not valued. I just need a body here making these phone calls and picking up these phone calls for this amount of time and these hours. So when I was told I was disposable, that just kept running through my head, running through my head. I had already wanted my own business. I had looked up so many different businesses, how to sell shoes, how to wholesale, how to do things. Y'all remember them knives that you remember them knives people used to go around and sell? It's an 18-year-old thinking about doing it. So entrepreneurship has always been in the forefront of my mind. It's just with time and needing money, I was never able to put together those resources to do that. But after being told that, it was really no looking back, in my opinion, on working for someone else at that point. Because it was a small business owner. I can't say it was corporate America. It was working for a small business owner, small call center. And I liked that job.
And there's no knock on small business owners because small business owners are the pioneers to the economy. It's
Yeah,
large business owners that don't understand the value of having a person. But me personally, as a small business owner myself, like you can relate to the people that work with you, your team members, a lot better because you know they're humans.
yeah,
You don't have like a lot of people trip about, hey, I don't get 401k or I don't get health insurance. Well, you're working for a small business to give you the extra income, the freedom to do all those things, and you're learning
mm-hmm.
versus working for big corporations. Fortunately for me, the corporation I work for, I learned something, but most of them, I didn't learn anything. They just had me on the assembly line doing the job, and you had to have a degree or something to move up.
Right.
But they wanted you to have experience. Hey, what's up, you all? I'm happy you are tuning in. You're getting to know us and see what our journey has been like. So, we want to offer you something. If you are watching this podcast or listening to it, go to the link listed with this video and go get our business startup course, especially if you need business credit. If you got bad personal credit and you don't know how to build business credit and you're learning how to format a business, this is going to change your life because you're going to implement some of the things that we started using in our business to grow that business. You're going to be able to get business credit, business funding like we did, and you're going to be able to fix your personal credit because you got to have good personal credit to get business credit. We go over the two types of business credit. As you got the regular business credit, which you are the personal guarantee, but you also got the corporate business credit where your business makes enough money, you don't need to be a personal guarantee. So to learn this and to educate yourself and become better in your market and dominate it, go get the course. It's linked right here. I'm gonna post the website. Go get it. So fast forward down the line, we went from all that. You finally got your vacation time. Then we get a chance to go to Florida to go to the Bahamas. And that's when we were, trying to figure out, okay, how can we continue taking trips, go on vacations, but have our kids with us to a certain extent where we're not obligated to go work for the man and somebody tell us, no, you can't go somewhere. And that's how we got to where we are today, where we started a business. Because I remember my last straw, honestly, was in 2019, before she was born. Like, I had been working at O'Reilly Auto Parts going on 3 years, and I remember I had accumulated all this time, and I had vacation time, I had short-term leave, like the things they give a mother when she goes on paternity leave. As a father, you're entitled to those things at certain corporations. And I remember I asked, hey, I'm gonna take my 6 weeks off, and they had got upset, like, hey, men don't really take 6 weeks off. Why are you taking 6 weeks off? And I'm like, because I got time, I put in the work for it. Long story short, When they started tripping and bitching about that, that's when I decided I was ready to leave. And that was January. I remember we worked real hard. Like after she was born, we started working. We was getting all our credit lines. So y'all, we had a credit repair business. The first official business we ever did together was credit repair. And we started off slow, but man, we took off. And this was before everyone else was doing it. Like we put in the work. We understood marketing with the Facebook classes. We learned about ClickFunnels. We learned about Canva, branding. Like we even sat down. Remember we went out to eat at Longhorn and like, hey, what is going to be the business name? That's how we came up with the name for the business. Cause like we were just putting in the work it took to actually grow that business. And when she was born, like, hey, it's over with. Like these 6 weeks I'm off, let's find our best possible way to grow this business. So it's not that you cannot grow a business because we have went through adversity on trying to grow certain businesses. I believe it's all about how important it is to you and what is pushing you at that moment. And we had something pushing us. It was we wanted to be at home. We didn't want to put up the kids in daycare. We didn't want to put them off on nobody. And on top of that, we wasn't going to continue being in a position where somebody told us, yes, you can take off, and no, you couldn't. And that would really push me to like, hey, I'm gonna be up late at night, early in the morning, putting these programs together. You was putting your stuff together, marketing, we were talking to people, closing people. We started building residual income. Like we did all these things within 6 weeks that we really didn't have to work. Like we chose to. And later on that year, I quit and you quit the month later. I'm like, hell, I'm doing something. I need some help. And you need to quit.
Yeah, but looking back, we built a lot quick. We learned
Very
fast.
fast.
One thing that the first year in business taught me, you think about it and you do it. You don't sit down and procrastinate or ponder on the idea because the time is going to pass you by. And the person is not the person that is smarter who can actually build something greater. It's the one who moved the quickest on it. Like, let's give a home example. It's not that you clean up the kitchen better, it's that you clean up the kitchen faster than me. Me, I need a good solid hour. You can knock it out in 20 minutes and it looks just as good. So it's not necessarily who can do it better in the capacity of business when it comes to that, as far as
It's all about
intellectual
who can get the
wise.
message out there
It's who
first.
can get the message out first and work on that thing faster, quicker, pump it out quicker, perfect it later, is what I learned. Like it does not have to be perfect to start. And ours wasn't
So when,
perfect to
when we
start.
started, even though it wasn't perfect,
It's perfect to
what
me.
was like the thoughts in your head? Like, hey, I'm gonna go into business with my boyfriend at the moment. Like, what was your thoughts?
My thoughts was
Because I remember you said you didn't have the resources and all that, but it felt like you had the resource when he came. Like, oh, he okay, maybe we can make it work.
I had an accountability partner.
Okay, accountability.
You
I like
showed
that.
me that I could trust you with other areas of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel like you would disappoint me in any way. I felt like if all else went wrong, we would make a way to make it work and to make it right.
Okay.
And we would go through adversity together. And I could literally, as a person with a strong personality as I have, I could surrender to you. I could be in a position to be submissive.
But that sounds like that don't to me. That personally don't sound like somebody who's becoming submissive. It sounds like somebody working to say, "Hey, we're trying to accomplish a long term goal together."
Yeah.
And I believe with you doing it and me seeing it, like, okay, we did accomplish long term goals together.
Yes, we did.
Like, yeah, we got a lot to tell you. I just got to tune in, but like, we done moved from Tennessee to Puerto Rico with 3 kids, had another kid in Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
We done flew on private jets. Like, we have did a lot. Like, and like, to me, when we first started, what I was thinking about was like, okay, I wasn't nervous because the reason why I said I wasn't nervous when I was going into business together, because we already moved together. Like we moved together in 3 months. Should have been nervous about doing that shit. But what got me, I had already did a little business a lot. I sold candles. I had sold tires. Did a little work with my dad. So I kind of had an idea of how it worked. Yep, cars. So cars a long time. Still sell them. Like had an idea of how business worked. I just never depended on me making a paycheck or us making a paycheck for us. Like it was always like, okay, I've got a job. I'm okay. I'm secure with that.
Right.
So I think what really made me nervous was when I quit and we had to go to the hospital.
Oh, yes. Oh, I'm laughing now, but boy, that wasn't funny at that time.
Yeah, that morning, I think it was August the 24th. If it's Kobe Bryant's birthday, that's the day. I didn't know it was his birthday. But like, I went to work, earned my clothes, set out all my trophies and all that stuff they gave me. I had put it all in a bag and I threw it away. Like, I don't need this anymore. I'm on a new journey. FO rally. That's how I felt. And I still kept the stock, so I didn't really feel that way, but that's how I felt. After I quit, I remember getting home. I sat down on the couch, and I think my grandma had just had a heart attack. So the heart thing was messing with me. I kept thinking like, "Oh, I'm having a heart attack." Don't know why. We don't even eat the same, man, the same caliber, shape, or anything. But I did because I was a lot unhealthier when I did work. So I just had fast food accessible to me. But I remember I was sitting down and my heart just kept like having heart palpitations,
Palpation, something like that.
yeah,
We ain't in the medical
angina and all
field.
that, yeah. And we went to the hospital because like, I think something wrong with my heart. We got to go to the hospital. I kept having these heart pains. Yeah, that was the first time I ever experienced anxiety because I was like, damn, I got 3 kids, a wife, and everybody depending on me. And we was making like 15 grand a month. Like we was making a lot of damn money to be living in a small house in Raleigh, Tennessee. Rent was only $775. We didn't have a car note, I don't think. Like we had low bills. Like our bills probably about 2,500 total. We making 15 grand a month with the business. Got 2 jobs, so we probably bring home about 20 some $1,000 a month as a family. But I don't know why quitting just gave me so much anxiety. Went to the hospital. They checked me out. I got to think. I said, "Damn, this bill gonna be high." I didn't have insurance. Like this bill gonna be high as hell. And the woman wanted to do an EKG, and I said, I looked at Gabriel. I said, Gabriel, I don't think nothing wrong with me. And then me, you start talking. I said, I think I got anxiety. I looked Google anxiety. I said, I think I got anxiety. And the woman came. The nurse came. She said, we got to do an EKG. I said, no, I think I'm a lead. I said, you okay? I said, yes. I said, I believe. No, I told her. I said, what happened was I quit my job and we're finna start an entrepreneurial business. And I think I just had anxiety. And she was just like lost. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, she didn't know nothing. Like, she's like, what are you talking about? You said something wrong with your heart. I'm like, okay, you don't understand. We about to leave. And I signed the papers and left.
Yeah.
And haven't been back since then, unless it was like acid reflux that I dealt with in Puerto Rico. But
Yeah.
I'm like, man, I
We've
couldn't
come a
believe
long
it.
way.
I couldn't
I
believe that
forgot
shit.
about that.
I couldn't believe this shit. Like I went to the hospital for anxiety, and I got to Googling how can I handle it. I asked people what they did with their routine, trying to figure out what could I do to cope with anxiety. And honestly, the best thing to do to cope with it, what I figured out was find something that draws your attention for minutes and hours of a time. Like even playing video games.
Do you feel like you still struggle with it now?
Nope. Not like I did it then because I can go walk and it's like that the holy walk to me. It's like my mind is occupied on trying to walk that long lap that we got around our neighborhood. That I'm not thinking about nothing else.
Yeah.
But like if I was playing a video game, I'm only focused on trying to win or playing basketball. I'm focused on trying to do something at that moment that's taking me away from whatever the problem is.
Yeah.
And I believe that's why some people like or do things like they may go to the gym or they may engage in different activities to take their mind off their day to day.
It grounds them.
Like right now, we're trying to focus on building a good podcast. I'm not thinking about business. I'm not thinking about nothing of what I need to do tomorrow, what you need to do tonight. Like you just said somebody you can take the chicken out. I will fuck that chicken. We go buy dinner. I'm not thinking about it because I'm focused on how can we get this thing where we need it. I
know, but that is where I come in as the mother of the household. That's the question I'm asking.
But that what causes you to have anxiety because like you focusing on them other things.
Yes, absolutely. And at the present
moment, you sort of be like dialed in.
When we leave here, that's the questions I'm gonna be asked. Like that part of my brain does not turn off even when they're not with me. That's just being honest. I really don't. That's a struggle I personally have with business and being a mother. Like turning off, it's okay to turn it off sometimes. I don't know how to turn it off. I really struggle with that. So that's something I want to work on personally and business wise. So I got a question for you. Looking back, was there anything that you thought would be easy, but turned out to be harder
About business?
As we built the credit repair business that we had.
Marketing. Still
Marketing.
working on marketing to this day on how to market efficiently and get your message in front of the right person. Because one thing I noticed the most business owners suffer with, and we suffer with even to this day, is finding a niche. Find a niche, direct your message to that niche, and say, "Hey, this is who I'm looking to speak to. These are my audience. These are the people who've been waiting to hear my message. I'm here." What about you? Don't you think something that was easy, but it turned out to be hard?
I think the same thing. I think marketing, because for me, I can resonate with a different group of people, so many variations of people, that it's hard to say I just want to service this one group of people. So for me, it's definitely marketing and making sure our message hits who it needs to hit, and we helping the people. It's like we want to help everybody, but we can't help everybody. Everybody is not our customer or our client or our member or whoever, however you want to word it. They're not for us, and it's hard even now to still say I'm only going to service XYZ. Yeah, one group of people. So for me, that is it. Okay. Me and my husband have been in the credit repair industry for almost a decade. Can you believe it? So the knowledge that we have on credit and how important it is to build your personal credit, especially as a business owner, is so essential. So I want you to grab this book right here. WTF is credit. Me and my husband put together this book with all of the information, all of the resources that you will need to better your credit, not only for yourself, but for your business. And if not for your business, then do it for your family. You can purchase it on Amazon, and we will post a link with the video. I want to go back a little bit. Okay. I know you said that we went through the process of the anxiety attack and everything that came along with, being an entrepreneur. It's a lot to carry, especially when you have never really did it full on. To replace your guaranteed income for uncertain income can be difficult for anybody starting a business. Always. So my question to you is, you said that your business at that time was making $15,000 a month. Just your business itself, and you still felt that worry. But
our business, but yeah.
I'm the interviewer.
Okay.
But at that point, how did you grow a business to that amount? Most people would love to know, what did you do in order to grow that business like that?
So she's asking the question she already know the answer to. Well, we're going to give you the answer because we want y'all to know.
Yes, we do.
So what we did, essentially, as we noticed there was a demand for our service in the marketplace, because you got to have, when you're running a business, you got to have two things. Either got to be a demand, or you got to be able to solve a problem in their marketplace. So we realized a lot of people have bad credit even until now. Like Americans' household debt is at an all-time high. But if your debt is at an all-time high, you're going to have credit problems. Like, it is what it is. There's no caveat to it. So we started talking to people. Everywhere we went, I was at Home Depot. We bought shirts we did the simple things that still work to this day. We got to get some more shirts, but we bought shirts that showed our company name, Find a Credit Solution. We had business cards. I think we got a hat or so, but we had all the simple things, and people just asking questions. They start asking because we become inquisitive when you see a name of a company. What do you do? We run a credit repair business. Oh, I need your help. And we just started getting numbers. We was like marketing, not by word of mouth, by just who we are going places. And I remember we started getting phone calls because we was on social media. Social media is the king to marketing if you got the right message for the right marketplace. People was calling us. We'd talk to them. We close them and see what their problem were. And everybody like, hey, I got bad credit. Then they started referring people. They say, we went from, seriously, we started off charging people $50 to $75 a month. Then we had a family friend like, hey, I charge people $1,500.
We was like, what? Google eyes.
Yeah, we're like, okay. Well, initially, let's backtrack a little more. That same family friend, we met them upon us going to the Bahamas the first time. They was passing through Fort Lauderdale. I don't think they even go there anymore, but We're gonna go. But they was passing through Fort Lauderdale. He was like, we make 30 grand a month. And that was really the motivator to push me to want to do credit repair. She didn't want to do it. I wanted to do credit repair.
Well, see, remember we were in the car and we were writing down different businesses that we would want to start, and credit repair was on that list. It just wasn't my top pick, my top choice.
And even like you still didn't like it when we was running it, but you're like, you know what, I'm eventually gonna start doing it because I see you're bullish on it. But like I didn't have a passion for it. What really got me to want to do it seriously was I heard you can make money. Like I'm the type of person, I have passions of helping people, but I don't have a passion about a certain thing unless I can see it can make money. So no matter what it is, if I can do it and make money, I develop a passion, I educate myself, I do all the due diligence to actually become efficient in their service and product. Long story short, we raised our income, but we raised our prices, which raised our income, and we had great service. We was hiring people, bringing the Philippines in. We hired them. They was helping us out. We was able to service more people than we thought we could, and we instantly grew from about 7 people within 3 months to probably about 80, and we just kept going from there. And at the peak of that business, we were doing about 40,000 a month. So one way I can go back to your question, one way I can probably give someone advice on how they can grow a business: charge the right price, get the testimonials. You might have to start out doing stuff cheaper for free, just so people could know you, like you, and trust you. Once they know you, like you, and trust you, and they feel that you are genuine, they're gonna refer you, especially if they got other people who can utilize your service. Continue to raise your prices, become more valuable to the marketplace, do your due diligence, do your research, and you'll see your income continue to grow.
Right. Put in what you get, what
you reap
put
what you
in.
sow.
Yeah.
So if you planning out the right seeds, you're gonna start harvesting them when the time comes.
Great answer. All right. So through that time, now we are here. A lot has happened in between, and if you decide, I hope so, to watch another show, another podcast, you will get the opportunity to hear more of our story about what we have been doing since our credit repair business. How did we get into business coaching? How to grow a business in different industries? What are the main foundational parts that any business needs to actually be set on the right foundation and not be rocky in any way? You want to set it up right the first time. True. So that you don't have to go back and retract anything, fix anything, worry about minute things such as my business bank account and stuff like that. So free information such as that is all over the internet. It's everywhere. But of course, we're going to bring it to you here on this podcast so that you can set up your business right the first time, so that you don't have to worry about any of that stuff going on.
We want to steer you in the right direction.
Yes, put you in the right direction.
Sure you're going down the right direction, because if it wasn't for us being knowledgeable about certain things, talking to other people that were knowledgeable, doing research, we'd probably still be lost, and we wouldn't be able to pick up and just do something else. Like we have did several other things versus that one business. Right. And to this day, we don't even make money out that business. So you can definitely reinvent yourself. Yes. Grow, but you need the right person steering you in the right direction, because it can be confusing and you can waste a lot of time without the right mentor.
Yes, right mentors matter. Coaches matter. Having the right people around you matter, whether they're friends or not friends. All of those things matter. So we want to be able to share our testimonies personally, individually, married as a couple, and we hope that you come along with us on that journey.
See you on the next one.
Bye.
Zeb here. Make sure you subscribe, and if you want to see more, share and like so we can follow in your algorithm. One thing I want you all to do: if you are a new business owner or existing business owner, find a way to get in contact with us. Our contacts are below. The way you can go to our website, purchase our products are below. Utilize it. A lot of this stuff is well below the market value, and we're giving it away because we want to see you succeed. Looking forward to working with you, and until next time, we out.